Rise and shine, it's another day on this tide of the neighborhood. Thank you for being with me this morning, Chef Anthony, and I want to make something hearty for our morning to start. I call this my morning starter. In other words, we're gonna create our own Denny's effect or an IHOP effect. How many of you out there are pancake lovers? I love some pancakes. I like to have mine either Flappy Jacks or whatever you want to call it. But today we're gonna be making some pancakes. We also have some bacon and egg sunny side up. Okay, we're gonna get a little bit into the kitchen and the enjoyment of getting up in the morning and starting your morning off right. We have some biscuit pancake mix here, and if you want to make some good pancakes, then make sure you get some good biscuits. All right, to start off this, we are going to utilize a cup. We're going to utilize 2 cups, I should say, 2 cups of some pancake. But considering the fact that it's just you and I, I'm going to make one for me and one for you. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take at least 1 cup of biscuit. And that's pretty much it here. And I'm going to add it into this little mixing container. And usually you would utilize at least a cup and a half of water. For this particular mix, you could add eggs, but you don't have to because all of that is already into the mix. We will go ahead and pour it in there, and we're going to stir it. Meanwhile, we're going to put on a saute pan, and we want to kind of get it more towards a medium heat, a medium high heat, not something too hot. Do not want the pancakes to burn, but what you're looking for is the pancakes to come out golden brown and with a little bit of fluffiness. Try not to add too much water, because if you do, it is going to cause your pancake to be a little bit too thin, and it won't have that consistency. If by chance that you happen to do so, don't be afraid to add in a little bit more of the mix to the context that you are mixing into your bowl, so that you're able to come up with a thickness. Okay, that's pretty good. This would enable that once you're getting ready to put the mix together, now you want to go ahead and start off with some vegetable oil. If perhaps that you have a ladle, you could use the ladle. If not, and you have one of these mixing bowls that I have that actually has a pour, you want to make sure that as you're pouring it in, you allow it to stay in one particular section. Depending on how big your pan is, will determine if you could use 2 or 3 different spots in that pan. If it's a smaller pan, I would urge that you would use just the center part, so that you have room enough to flip the pancake. To test it first, you want to give it just a quick little drop to see whether or not if it automatically is going to float, and then you will have an idea how hot your grease is. You may have to adjust it a little bit. Again, try not to put it on an extremely high heat to avoid burning. Notice that as I poured it in there, I kept it all in one spot. As it begins to cook and in the pan, it's going to spread itself out. You don't have to do anything much to it. Just allow it to take its course. You would start to notice that it's going to start bubbling. That's the effective means of the air pockets opening up and to allow the pancake to start forming. And if you have a spatula, you want to sort of go around the edges. Keep in mind it's best to use a pan that is a perforated bottom so that it moves off very quickly. All right. All right, now we're gonna notice that the middle still is basically wet, but that's quite okay because we are gonna do a flip motion now to get it over. Nice. If your motion is quick enough, once you have the spatula underneath of it and you flip it over, then you want to make sure that you're flipping it over, that you don't flip it towards you, just to avoid any backsplash of the hot oil, because you will feel the effect of the oil. So it is best to just go on ahead and allow it, flip it over away from you or towards the side, and then you want to give it at least another 2 more minutes so that you're able to get the same coloration of that golden brown look on the opposite side of the pancake. And again, you want to go ahead and take your spatula and you want to practically kind of go around the pancake so that you want to make sure that it doesn't stick. And your whole purpose and reason for that is so that everything is basically cooked even. All right. Now we could double check to see what it looks like on the opposite side, and as I stated, within that 2-minute window, you have your first pancake ready. We can, if by chance you happen to have a little bit of the pancake to the pan, just kind of go ahead and remove that out of your way as you get ready to layer a second portion of the pancake mix once more. You do not need to pour all of it at the same time. You only want to put just enough of it so that you're able to get a format as what you want to call this here, a silver dollar look. All right, it's gonna take its own format, so don't you try to create it in a perfect circle. There's no pancake that would ever come out perfect unless you're actually utilizing a ring. Bless you. And you're gonna put that ring inside it, in which to enable you to come out as a perfect round. Apart from that, allow it to take its natural course. That way your it's just more natural. It's just more natural. There's no more else to say to that. Again, I'm gonna go around the pancake. Then I'm gonna flip it. Try to keep a good timer in your head. If that you're gonna do it within a minute before you flip it, keep to that time. If once you have that indication that you need to flip it, please just go on ahead and flip it. But it's always best to do a point check. You always do a point check just to verify that your edges are not gonna get too crispy and that it won't burn. All right. So again, we have about at least another minute remaining on that opposite side of the pancake. All right, we're just about there. Yep. Perfect. And we're gonna go ahead and we add that to the plate. All right. And now I'm gonna go ahead and get me my eggs. At this point, you can see that the oil is completely gone, so we're gonna add a little bit more oil to the pan. Not too much, just enough to make us some egg sunny side up. Well, actually, I like my eggs over medium, so depending on you, you could scramble it. And this is going to be the tricky part. In order for you to go ahead and flip these eggs, you need to make sure again that the pan that you're using, it is capable of not allowing the eggs to stick. So just like the pancake, you could go ahead and touch up the eggs a little bit. And once you've gotten that to a point where you can literally move the eggs around, then you could just go on ahead and flip it. Now, I'm not going to flip it with this. I'm just going to naturally flip it with a flick of the wrist. All right, that's it. Allow it to cook for about another 30 more seconds. Like I said, I like mine's medium. Not too hard, not too soft, but just so that it still has a bit of liquefied process in it. During the time that you're cooking your eggs, you could also add, depending on what flavor, what you like. I mean, you could add on a little bit of black pepper and as well as some salt. All right, that's it. That's good enough for me right there. Here I have my. Check this off. And we went on ahead and we made some bacon. Butter. about you, but as for me, I like my pancake with some butter, and you may use Aunt Jemima syrup, or if you're at Denny's, they have the different flavors. They have strawberry, they have maple, they have they're just different ones. Whichever mood you're in is what you're gonna go ahead and try, so that you can enjoy it. Well, here I'm using some strawberry, and if you have whipped cream, you could add that as well. But at the end of it all, you will be able to have your own Grand Slam right from the comfort zone of your own kitchen. A $3.95 dish could simply be made right at your home, where you can enjoy it for yourself. Here we have a nice little two-layer pancake with egg sunny side medium, 2 strips of bacon. I tell you what, I'm gonna have me a good breakfast, and I'm gonna enjoy myself, and I hope you do the same. Thank you for being with me this morning. Hope that this morning starts your morning off right. Have a wonderful day.